Find Me Guilty is a 2006 American courtroom comedy drama film co-written and directed by Sidney Lumet. The film is based on the true story of the longest mafia trial in American history. Much of the courtroom testimony was taken from the original court transcripts. Vin Diesel stars as Jackie DiNorscio, a New Jersey mobster who is on trial with 19 of his colleagues for racketeering. A wrench is thrown into the system when DiNorscio fires his lawyer and decides to represent himself. The film also stars Peter Dinklage, Linus Roache, Aleksa Rocco, and Ron Silver. Did you know? Joe Pesci was originally courted for the role of Jack DiNorscio. Jackie DiNorscio picked Vin Diesel to play him. Much to Diesel's surprise, DiNorscio wanted Diesel cast after watching Fast and Furious, 2001. The court case on which this film is based is the longest criminal case in United States judicial history. Giacomo Jackie DiNorscio died on November 14, 2004, during the film's production. The film takes place from 1986 to 1988. During filming, Vin Diesel was 37 years old, while Giacomo Jackie DiNorscio was in his late 40s during the trial on which the film is based. 30 actors in this production have also appeared in HBO's The Sopranos. T.J. Mancini obtained official transcripts from the trial and added it as dialogue for the courtroom scenes. This was the final courtroom drama directed by Sidney Lumet. Storyline warning spoiler. In the mid-1980s, mafia soldier Jackie DiNorscio, Vin Diesel, and 19 of his peers have been waiting a year for their federal racketeering trial to begin. While out on bail, Jackie is shot by his drug addict cousin Tony Compagna, Raul Esparza. Afraid of being killed by the extended mob family run by Nick Calabrese, Aleksa Rocco, Tony agrees to be a government witness for District Attorney Sean Kearney, Linus Roache. Shortly after, Jackie is arrested and sentenced to 22 to 30 years in prison after being set up in an unrelated drug sting by the D. Kearney tries to pressure Jackie into cooperating with the government against his co-defendants in order to get an early release date, but Jackie flatly refuses. Upset over the results of his previous trial, Jackie fires his lawyer and decides to represent himself. This adds to the burdens of the court, already having to deal with 20 defendants and their lawyers. Judge Sidney Feinstein, Ron Silver, strongly advises against it, but lead defense attorney Ben Clandis, Peter Dinklage, agrees to assist Jackie. Both Clandis and Kearney recognize Jackie's ability to charm the jury, but his arrogant, vulgar behavior eventually starts irritating everyone. As revenge, Kearney arranges for Jackie to have all of his prison privileges revoked. No one is more upset than Nick, who believes Jackie will cost them the trial and threatens to sever himself from the case. As weeks turn into months, the court case evolves into a marathon affair. Kearney wants Jackie kicked off the case, but Judge Feinstein reluctantly agrees to keep the trial going. Jackie realizes he has gone too far and apologizes to the judge. Wanting to remove the possibility that even one defendant gets acquitted, Kearney offers a final plea deal to all the defendants. In return for pleading guilty, they will all get shorter sentences than they would be facing if found guilty. Jackie tells his co-defendants that he refuses to take a deal, even though he is already serving a long sentence for drug trafficking. This convinces Nick and the others to turn down the deal too. The final witness is Jackie's cousin Tony. Clandis is able to use Tony's heavy drug use to discredit him as a witness, and Jackie emotionally cross-examines his cousin and asks why he betrayed his love for him. After 21 months of testimony, the trial concludes with closing arguments. The prosecution and defense teams return to their homes expecting the jury to deliberate for at least a week. However, after only 14 hours of deliberation, the jury returns a verdict of not guilty on all charges. While the rest of the defendants leave the courtroom with their families, Jackie returns to prison to finish his sentence. He receives a hero's welcome at the correctional facility, where fellow prisoners chant his name and reach out to shake his hand. The end title cards explain that the real Jackie DiNorscio served 17.5 years before being paroled in 2002. He died of natural causes during filming. See you later.